Hello everybody, it is November 24th, Thanksgiving Day here in the US. We are going to be going to my son-in-law's sister's house, all 29 of us, and have a nice, sumptuous feast that they're going to prepare. And I hope I don't eat too much. I'll try not to. And I hope you guys had a chance to look at my little video that I posted recently of my grandson encountering his first Civil War cannon. We took him up to one of the nearby battlefields and he got to see a cannon finally. He's got a whole shelf full of little miniature cannons, but he had not seen a large one yet. So he said, "Grandpa, I need to go see a cannon." I said, "Well, let's go. Let's head on out." And that was a lot of fun. It got a little bit cold later, but that's, to be expected this time of year. All right, so this video is going to be about the old phrase, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. In one of my videos, I tell you exactly what to do to maintain your 3800 from Epson, your Pro 3800. And that entails making sure that your perch pad is clean, making sure that your perimeter gasket on the perch pad is also clean and free of any kind of gunk or crusty type dried up ink and such that will cause problems with not being able to seal correctly against the printhead nozzle plate. And so when you try to perform a cleaning cycle, it just will not be able to create sufficient amount of vacuum. So that's one of the things you need to do. Also clean the print rollers and so on. Everything that you can actually visually see, you should be able to clean and maintain. Now, a person on one of the forums was complaining that he followed my methods, but then he went ahead a step farther and actually used a folded paper towel with Windex with ammonia to soak the printhead. And then afterwards, he had lots of nozzles that were not clear on the nozzle check, and he was panicked. One cleaning cycle solved that. Well, that is a classic case of if it ain't broke, don't fix it. You do not need to clean your printhead at all unless you have an actual clog due to lack of use. So what I recommend is that every 2 to 3, 4 months, whichever, is more convenient for you, maybe 2 to 3 times a year even, you do the other steps that I just named and are included in that video. But refrain from, cleaning your printhead just because it's time to do maintenance. No, that is a kind of an invasive method. And what it will do is will probably cause more problems than good. Now, if you truly have dried up ink on your nozzle plate, then that will solve it in most cases. But in his case, nozzle check was perfect. So why would you want to do that and possibly introduce a problem? So what I think took place is because the 3800 is a printer that uses positive pressurization on the cartridges. So when you turn it off in order to be able to move the head to an area where you can actually treat the head over that folded strip of paper toweling, you lose the pressure. And every time you lose the pressure, you could have some backflow of ink. Not only that, but then you put a wet piece of paper toweling under the printhead, place the nozzle plate right over it, and you start to wick away ink unnecessarily. The more ink you wick away, the more of a problem you're going to have with air infiltrating the printhead. And that will happen the minute you pull the printhead away from that wet paper towel. So air will infiltrate back into the printhead, the little nozzle compartments. And so when you try to run a nozzle check, pressurization is not going to be enough to recharge or reprime that printhead. Now, that may be the case. That's just a theory that I came up with. And at any case, when he ran the next nozzle check, he was missing a ton of nozzles, or a ton of lines were blank. Now, he performed one cleaning cycle and that reprimed the printhead. He didn't have to clean anything, but he had gone ahead and thought that the more is better, when no, actually less is better in this particular case. So please refrain from unnecessarily running these processes, trying to maintain your printhead by putting a wet paper towel under it. That is unnecessary and only required if you truly need to do it, as in the case of a truly a true clog caused by dried ink. Okay, it has to be dried ink. Anything else, that paper towel is not going to do anything. All that paper towel is doing is dissolving away any deposits of dry ink. And that is the purpose of that process, and not something that you should do as a matter of routine. You only do it as needed. So that's it. Now he's happy and now he knows better. So the next time he does maintenance, he's not going to touch the printhead unless he has a true clog. So that is it. Thank you once again. We're going to get ready to go in about 6 hours to my daughter's husband's sister's house. And that should be a lot of fun. So again, thank you so much for the subscribership. It's going 4,100 plus. About 4,120 something is what I saw last time. And so that's amazing. I just celebrated the 4,000th just about a month ago, even less than that. So that's awesome. And I appreciate that from you guys. So please continue sharing and continue liking. Just hit that like button. Yahoo, Google, and YouTube loves to see that. And ask me lots of questions. They love to see interchange. All right, so until the next time, happy printing, everybody. Bye-bye.